Today I'm showing you Alien, which I guess they claim is a powerful 2v2t client. We're going to be checking that out right now. I'm on their official GitHub page. As you can see, Alien is open source. I will link this right down in the description below. Here we can go over to the releases tab, locate the latest release, which as you can see is this one, and then simply click on this .jar file and your download will start automatically. If you want to learn how to fork these clients, give it your own twist, or customize them, I've actually got a tutorial for that and I'll link it down in the description below. So because Alien runs on Fabric, you do need to make sure you have Fabric installed for Minecraft 1.21.1. If you don't have this yet or you're not sure where to get it, I will link it right down in the description below. Now, as you can see, I have Alien client over here in my downloads, and I want to go ahead and put this inside of the mods folder. To get there, press on Windows and R at the same time, then type in app data, and in this location you want to head into the folder called roaming and then .minecraft, and then you want to find the mods folder over here and simply drag in the Alien mod. Now, you don't actually need the Fabric API despite this running on Fabric, so that's pretty cool. We can close this up, open up the Minecraft launcher, and then launch Fabric for 1.21.1. So inside of Minecraft over here, we have Alien client. As you can see, there's a few things on our screen here already. These are just some useful information, some HUD elements. And we can actually press on the Y button on our keyboard, and that is going to go ahead and open up the GUI. As you can see, this looks incredibly clean. I like the way it looks, nice and simple. Anyways, this contains all of the utilities. We can click on them to turn them on, click on them once again to turn them off. We can actually right click on all of them for these neat customization menus, and that's really the basics. It's incredibly easy to use. There's no descriptions when you hover over them, but you know, most of these names should be quite self-explanatory. For the rest, the menu you should look at is this client one over here, as this also does contain the HUD. We can just turn that off completely to remove all of the elements from our screen, but you can also go ahead, turn that back on, and then right click it for the customization menu, as this will give you a bunch of customizations you can do. You can turn elements off, add other elements that you don't have there yet, so that is pretty neat. You can also change the colors this client uses and stuff like that. In this Click GUI area over here, you can also manage the key used to open it. So as I said earlier, the key is by default set to Y. However, if we click on here, then we can change that to whatever we want. Maybe I want it to be U. So now I can press on U to open and close the Click GUI. These keybinds are a useful thing that almost all of the customizations have. So definitely make sure you don't miss out on those. They're incredibly useful. And yeah, Alien Client is literally that simple. As you can see, it has a whole exploit tab, which these are slightly more, well, the 2b2t related stuff, I guess. And this, the player movement, render, miscellaneous, and combat sections are stuff that most hack clients have. Just amazing. Ones you should definitely check out are the X-ray. Of course, that's going to X-ray for you. You can use zoom as well. I highly recommend binding a key like C to that, so I can use now C to zoom. We've also got velocity here, which is actually going to reduce your knockback, stuff like speed and sprint. This means that you're going to be auto-sprinting the entire time, even if you don't press your sprint key, which is quite useful. And of course, we have flight, even though I'm in creative now. This is, yeah. So of course, when using this on a server, do make sure you have a good configuration, a setup that actually bypasses anti-cheats if there are any. If you want to hack on servers like that, because otherwise you will obviously get banned, or just don't hack on public servers. That's also an option. Anyways, in the chat, you'll see a bunch of stuff was done there already. It's just notifications when you turn something off, turn something on in the chat. You can disable them in the Click GUI area here if you want. So actually, in the chat, you can also make use of Alien's chat commands. To do so, you want to use the semicolon key, and then actually you'll get an auto-fillable list of commands over here. So these are incredibly easy to use. Just click on them like that, and you can literally autofill everything in. It's fantastic. Anyways, right now though, that was basically that. Thank you all ever so much for watching, and I do of course hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.